Merry Christmas, happy, meaningless milestone. Week 16 gets underway in well over an hour. Let's get started, because I don't have time for this bullshit. Vikings going on the road to take on the New Orleans Saints in a special Christmas matchup. And for clarification purposes, I decided last week to stay with the Kansas City Chiefs to defeat the New Orleans Saints. And you know how I change my picks. And any picks that I change will be either in the description box down below or pinned in my pinned comment in the comments section. With that out of the way, last time these two teams met, I think we all know what happened the last time these two teams met. Vikings pulled off yet another playoff victory over the Saints. This one was in overtime. It was an unfortunate situation because had the Seahawks beat the 49ers, the Saints would have had home field advantage throughout, well, at least the first round bye. And the 49ers would have had to have played on Wild Card Weekend or whatever. But because the Saints had to, if there were two quarterbacks that could have used first round byes last season, it was Tom Brady and Drew Brees. Now, fast forward to this year, the Vikings have been a major disappointment to some people. I did not expect the Vikings to do anything this year, quite frankly. This was pretty much where I expected them. Them kind of middle of the pack, hovering around 500. The Saints, though, losing their last two games. I mean, understandable why they lost to the Chiefs, but they lost to the Eagles with a rookie quarterback the week prior. That has me worried. That being said, however, go ahead and take the New Orleans Saints to defeat the Minnesota Vikings. All right, tomorrow's games, or Saturday's games. Buccaneers going on the road to take on the Detroit Lions. Bucks, end of story. Moving the fuck on. Nothing to explain here. Niners going on the road to take on the Arizona Cardinals, and yes, we will have new NFC champions in 2020 because the 49ers, thanks to the Arizona Cardinals, and the Niners losing to the Cowboys last week, are officially eliminated from playoff contention. So the Niners are pretty much back at square one from 2018 when they finished 4-12 and had a plethora of fucking injuries that caused that 4-12 season. Well, this season is no fucking different now, is it? Last time these two teams met was on opening day, where the Cardinals pulled off a stunning upset over the 49ers. This has been a weird season because home field advantage doesn't mean jack shit this year because of no attendance or limited attendance in games. So it's been mostly the road teams splitting the division series this year. That being said, I'll take the Arizona Cardinals to win, but boy oh boy. I understand the Niners are banged up. But this is the National Football League, as the old cliche goes. Anything can happen any given Saturday in this case, but whatever. Alright, last up on the triple header, Dolphins going on the road to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. and Derek Carr is done for the remainder of the season, which is just 2 games left. The Raiders are not going to the playoffs once again. Their first year in Las Vegas, and they have disappointed the fuck out of me. I did expect the Raiders to do something this year in the postseason, but they're not even going to go to the postseason this year. And Marcus Mariota, he played well considering he came off cold, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Miami Dolphins to defeat the Raiders. Sunday's games. Bengals going on the road to take on the Houston Texans. Really, Cincy? Now you want to fucking win after you fucking ruined not Justin Herbert, the other fucking guy, Joe fucking Burrow, excuse me. What the fuck ever. And thankfully they're facing a team that has had the Cincinnati Bengals number in the Houston Texans. This should be no different. Interim head coach or not, the Texans are clearly getting a new head coach because Romeo Crennel is... Unless the Texans are that fucking retarded enough to make the same mistake the Kansas City Chiefs did back in 2011. I don't see it happening, but go ahead and take the Houston Texans to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals. Bears going on the road to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I gotta admit, Trubisky's been playing a little bit better. This one I'm kind of intrigued by because Gardner Minshew is going to be playing for the Jaguars and Trubisky's going to be playing for the Bears. And the reason why I'm intrigued by this matchup in particular is because both of these quarterbacks beat my fucking Broncos last year. Fuck out. Here. Anyway, let's see. Jacksonville has been known for fucking up their own tank. Jacksonville currently holds the number 1 pick in the NFL draft should the season end today, but it doesn't end today. It ends after week 17. You know what? I think that it wouldn't shock me to see the Jaguars win this game, quite frankly, because it would be such a Jaguars thing to do. And it wouldn't shock me to see the Bears lose this particular game because that would be a Bears thing to do. That being said, however, I can't fucking do it. Take the Chicago Bears to defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Falcons going on the road to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And what else is new? The Atlanta Falcons have blown yet another big fucking lead. This time to the Buccaneers with Tom Brady playing in it. Gee, I wonder how that story... I wonder if I ever seen that movie before. Interesting. Anyway, Chiefs, beat the fucking Falcons. Beat the Atlanta Falcons. I'm taking the Chiefs here, obviously. Chiefs should be able to beat this team. Although I will say this, I should put the Chiefs on upset alert in the sense that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in general have not been playing all that great the past couple of weeks. So I can understand if the Chiefs lose to the Atlanta Falcons, quite frankly. And because they might need a loss like that to wake themselves up and realizing, oh yeah, we're not hot shit after all. Just like the Niners did last year. They still lost the Super Bowl, but you get my point. But yeah, go ahead and take the Kansas City Chiefs. Falcons should not be able to win this game if they weren't able to beat the Chargers with a rookie fucking quarterback. Why should they be able to beat the Kansas City Chiefs? So on. Okay, fucking work phone. Fuck. Browns going on the road to take on the New York Jets. Man, bad time for the Jets to pull off a victory over the Rams of all teams. Ugh. I do not see the Jets winning back-to-back games. Browns, get the fucking job done and beat the New York Jets, if you don't mind. Browns. End of story. Moving on. This is an underrated game in the sense that of the two quarterbacks that are playing in this particular game. Colts going on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fuck you, Pittsburgh! What the fuck was that? You had no business losing to the fucking Cincinnati Bengals with a third-string quarterback. You lost to Ryan Finley? Ryan fucking Finley. What the fuck type of name is Ryan fucking Finley? And the Steelers, since starting 11-0, have lost their last 3 games. One thing to lose to the Washington football team. Or the Ruby Slippers, as I call them. Another thing to lose to the Buffalo Bills, because the Buffalo Bills are a good football team. Yeah. Anyway. Then you lose to the fucking Bengals. Are you fucking serious right now? And now you're facing an Indianapolis Colts team, and the reason why I bring up this game and why I'm intrigued by this game is because of Phillip Rivers versus Ben Roethlisberger. But Ben Roethlisberger has been playing like utter shit the past few weeks. It's rather fucking disturbing when you think about it, because Roethlisberger is supposed to be the quarterback that's supposed to be hold on. Sorry about that. Now I lost my train of thought. Okay. Phillip Rivers versus Ben Roethlisberger. Okay, I spent way too much time. That doorbell ring kind of made me lose my focus, but it is what it is. Had to get some donuts. But anyway, fucking work phone. Oh my fucking god, man. Jesus. Steelers. Take the Steelers to win. Would not shock me to see the Colts win, quite frankly. Because the Colts have been on a hotter streak lately. But go ahead, take the Pittsburgh Steelers to defeat the Colts. Is it possible though for the Steelers to win to lose out the remainder of the season, including the playoffs? Yes. They have not been because they haven't been playing that great. And some would argue they were the worst 11-0 team in NFL history. All right, Giants going on the road to take on the Baltimore Ravens. I don't give a fuck about the Giants. I'm not going to waste two more seconds talking about this team. Ravens, end of story. Moving on. Panthers going on the road to take on the Washington football team. Good fucking lord, man. Go ahead and take the Ruby Slippers to defeat the Panthers because Ron Rivera is going to have some extra motivation, because the Panthers were the team that fired him mid-season, by the way. Ironically enough, after they lost to the Washington football team. Of course, they were called something different, but because people got prolapse fucking butthurt, you can't call them that anymore. Fuck off. But yeah, take the football team to win. Alright, late afternoon games. Broncos going on the road to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. I know I kind of was talking crap about the Chargers earlier, but Justin Herbert is looking like he's going to break the rookie record for touchdown passes in a single season. In fact, he's already one touchdown away from doing that, which was broken by Baker Mayfield 2 years ago. Oh, and Justin Herbert has this game and one more game to go to 30 touchdown passes, which would be the first time an NFL rookie quarterback would go to 30 touchdown passes. The Broncos are talented, I will admit, but they are miles away from beating any football team like the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs. It is what it is. That being said, take the Los Angeles Chargers to defeat the Denver Broncos. The Chargers have been playing a little bit better as of late. The Broncos are just too young and inexperienced. Especially at the most important position, quarterback. The Chargers are inexperienced at the quarterback position, but they're experienced in other areas, including wide receiver. All right. Rams going on the road to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Rams, what the fuck was that? Why? This was, I guess the Rams-Jets game was one of those house always wins games. if you know what I mean. Go ahead, and the last time these two teams met, the Seahawks got their asses kicked by the LA Rams. And I understand the Seahawks just got done traveling to the East Coast, and now they're having to go back to the West Coast. But go ahead and take the Seattle Seahawks to get some payback. And the Seahawks do need this victory, so do the Rams. So this should actually be a very interesting game. Now, I'm sure NFL traditionalists, wet dreamers wanted this matchup to be shown by most of the nation, but because these teams are playing like utter fucking shit, nobody gives a fuck. Cream of the crap division matchup. Eagles going on the road to take on the Dallas Cowboys. I will admit, Jalen Hurts has been playing some decent football, and there have been some differences between Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz. And no, it's not the fact that the Eagles are getting players back all of a sudden. It's not just because of that. It is a part of it, I will admit, but it's not just because of that. The main reason why Jalen Hurts is playing better than Carson Wentz is because Jalen Hurts doesn't create stupid, retarded turnovers like Carson Wentz does. It is what it is. It is what it is. And guess what? Take the Philadelphia Eagles to defeat the Dallas Cowboys. If I'm wrong, I don't give a flying fuck. All right. Sunday night football. Titans going on the road to take on the Green Bay Packers. The Titans need this game to keep pace with the Colts. I think that. Should the Colts actually lose to the Steelers and the Titans win, the Titans have sole possession of first place in the AFC South. But they're facing the Green Bay Packers and a pissed off Aaron Rodgers. Last time these two teams met was in Tennessee. The Titans actually beat the Green Bay Packers. Oh yeah, and the Tennessee Titans this year have won 10 games for the first time since 2008. That's something weird to think about. Since 2016, the Titans have not had a losing record in a season. If that makes sense. But go ahead, take the Green Bay Packers to defeat the Titans. And last up, the final Monday night game of the season. And yes, fitting that this one is also being simulcast on ABC. Bills going on the road to take on the New England Patriots. And also, for the first time since 2008, the New England Patriots are going to miss the playoffs. Not just that, but for the first time in 20 years, the New England Patriots have not recorded a winning season. They have lost 8 games. That's the most losses they've had since since the year 2000 when they finished 5-11. Go ahead, take the Buffalo Bills to defeat the New England Patriots, to sweep them for the first time in God knows how fucking long. And by the way, congrats to the Buffalo Bills winning the AFC East, their first division crown since 1995, 25 years ago. I would still put Buffalo on upset alert though, because I know Bill Belichick is not going to go down without a fight. That's just not him. But it has not been his year this year, due to the circumstances, COVID-19 related issues, with players opting out of COVID-19, key starters by the way. And now Stephon Gilmore is out for the remainder of the season with a partially torn quad. Only 2 games left. Who gives a flying fuck? It is what it is. Anyway, like I said earlier, Merry Christmas. Happy meaningless milestone. That's it. That's all. Hope you're all staying safe in all seriousness. But until next time, later, fuckers.